As we continue to develop our application integrated into SAP ERP, we apply the Fiori for Web pattern to the product transaction. We open the transaction and, in the Patterns tab, we choose Fiori for Web. This time, we choose the split screen master list floor plan. In the tab with the same name, we see the list of products. This screen offers a grid with only the product name. The identifier is hidden, and the action of inserting a new product is also offered. Note that it also defines a filter by product name. Why does the grid show only the product name and the filter is automatically defined also by product name? Because it's the descriptor attribute. Remember that the descriptor attribute is the one with the most semantic weight in the definition of a transaction, and it's the attribute identified by the magnifying glass icon. The pattern then automatically defines the filter by the descriptor attribute. Let's press F5 to see it running. We see the card indicating the number of products and the list of registered products. When selecting a product, we see its general information with the update and delete options and the sales orders associated with this product. Remember that in our transaction design, there's an end-to-end relationship between the product and sales order entities. We saw earlier that we cannot delete a record that has related information, but this product has no related sales orders, so we can delete it without any problem. Okay, now let's add a new product. As the ID is auto-numbered, we don't specify it because we know that Genexus will assign its value automatically. We fill in the data and confirm. So, if Genexus handles the product ID auto-numbering, we'll remove it from the screen. We go back to Genexus. The screen that allows entering a product is the one corresponding to the Transaction tab. In the Product ID attribute, we set its visible property to false and see that it's removed from the preview. We also want to eliminate the possibility of deleting the sales orders. So, in the Sales Order tab, we select the Delete action in the Grid node and change the default value to No. Okay, but before we see all these changes at runtime, let's take a look at the following. Where do the default values come from? These values are in an object that centralizes everything this pattern does. We find it in Preferences, Patterns, Fiori for Web. We go to the Actions tab, and here we have the actions we're working with. Now we press F5. Let's go back to the Launchpad. We'll customize this card. We want it to look like an image. Let's see the properties of the root of the Split Screen Master List tab. The Tile Type property is set to Information by default. But now we choose the Image option. Here we must indicate the image to show, which must be previously integrated into the knowledge base. We also indicate the size of the card, and we press F5 to see it running. Okay, now note the following. We're working with the products. If we want to work with customers, we must return to the Launchpad and choose the customer card. There's no way to go directly. We want to be able to navigate between entities from the Master Page menu. We go back to Genexus and look at this property Include in Master Page menu. It's set to false, so we set it to true. And we're going to do the same with the customer transaction. From the root of the List Report tab, we set the same property to true. Let's execute again. And now we achieve the behavior we wanted. All that's left is to add an icon that represents the products. We look for the code, and assign it to the corresponding property in the root of the split screen master list tab. We run it again.